Hello and welcome to the Spiritual Solopreneur podcast. Today, my guest is Chris Blackwell. Chris is a sound healer, coach, and energy worker. He has been working with sound for over 20 years and has developed his own signature healing process called the Abundance Codes. Working directly with the human energy field and vocal sound frequencies, he helps people clear blocks and traumas so they can realign with their joy, power, and success. Hi, Chris.
Hey Bev, that was so well said.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
So, Chris, when I think of sound healing, the
Mm,
first thing that comes to my mind is music, like instrumentation,
yeah.
maybe some chimes or some tuning forks or singing bowls, that kind of thing. But I feel like your ability to use your voice for the voice sound healing is
Mm.
unique. Is that correct, or is that just my perception?
I think that the more common view, like you say, of sound healing, and they all forms of sound healing are the bowls or the forks, or music has an effect on our bodies. So, you might listen to a Mozart piece and it has an effect on your body. So you could call that sound healing in a sense. I think there are people that use the voice, but it's less common, and that's the main instrument that I use. I mean, I've used sound bowls and tuning forks and all that, but I keep coming back
Sure.
to, the voice, and I've done music in the past and been a singer and keyboard player, so I'm used to using the voice, and that's my favorite, or the way I find the most powerful in the work I do. Yeah,
Right. Well, the
yeah.
the little exposure that I had to it was when we chatted a couple of weeks ago, and
Mm.
you did a short one for me, and I was struck by two things. One was your ability to produce the sounds that you produce. They're beautiful, but not singing exactly right.
Mm.
And then the second thing was the effect that it had, 'cause it seemed to go right to the area in my body that was having issues. And it had a calming effect. So is that how it works? It goes to where it's needed.
Yeah, it absolutely goes to where it's needed, and it's not always a conscious choice. I mean, I've been working with it intuitively, and it just kind of comes through. I pick up what's happening in someone's field, and then the sound just kind of goes to where it's needed. So if it's needed for an emotional thing, it goes there. If it's needed for the kidneys or the adrenals or a part of the body, it just seems to go wherever the place that needs tuning or realigning in someone's system. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's exactly right. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and so you have the ability to, when you say you kind of pick up the or from the energy field, what's going on. Are you reading the energy or feeling it, or do you even know what it is? The information just comes to you?
It's a combination of both. Sometimes I know exactly where it feels like it's going. Other times, I just know it's going to the right place. It's a real mixture, and it's not broken into steps. Like, I'm not going, okay, now I'm reading the energy field. Okay, now the sound is coming through. It's all one process, so it all happens simultaneously. So it's like, yeah,
It's
that's the
pretty
best way I can explain it.
specific though, right? I mean,
Yeah,
when you're realizing, I guess that's a good word for it, you're sort of realizing what's
yeah.
going on with somebody. It's not just sort of there's a black cloud around this person, but you can say, oh, something happened when they were 7 years old or something like that, right? Is it,
Yeah,
it's pretty
yeah.
specific, it seems to me.
It's sort of like following the breadcrumbs, and it gets revealed to me. Okay, cool. I have to go to 7 years old now. I may not know the reason straight away, and then that may reveal. Okay, there's something in connection with the mother. There's something in connection with the kidneys or the kidney meridian or the flow of energy. And whatever we need to do to release whatever. Because what happens at certain ages is, for all of us, is that we have these places where we shut down or we go into fight, fright, flight. But often we freeze. There's been a trauma, mental abuse, sexual abuse, a breakup of your parents' marriage. Maybe your mum just looked at you at the dinner table the wrong way, and you took it to mean, she loves my sister more than me. Whatever it is, it can be the
Could be
smallest thing, but
traumatizing.
it could traumatizing. So it could be, and then what happens is we hold our energy at those ages. We hold our energy, and then so it's kind of like re-gifting people, like helping them to melt that place and reconnect with that child and that energy that was trapped in that place. And then often that's connected to different organs and the way the energy flows through the body. And I believe that can be done very quickly. And I'm not against therapy. I've done therapy myself. I've been in therapy different times in my life. But there's very, very fast ways now without having to go and cycle around the story endlessly of I am broken, because I don't come from a space that people are broken. There's just a pattern that's not working for people in their life, and it's producing certain chemicals and certain actions and holding them back. So for me, it's just how can we go in there, release that, and then you've got all that energy free for, that stored energy that was stored in that trauma or that pattern is now free for you to work with in your life. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like letting go of something so there's room for something else,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
sort of thing. Um,
Yeah.
when did you realize that you had this ability, not so much the sound, but the
Yeah.
reading of the energy?
I think I was in my teenage years, and I started realizing that before I would meet people, someone would talk about them, that I would already be able to sense what their energy was like. And I think I discussed it with you before. It's not necessarily that I'd know the color of their hair or, their favorite musician or anything like that, but I would feel how their energy was. Was it a sort of, some people have a very warm energy. Some people's energy is more intense and focused. Some people, and I would feel that before I met them, and then go, "Oh, I thought these people were going to be like that," or "I thought these people," and I didn't realize what the word energy field was back then. I didn't know the word energy field, and I didn't know why I knew what they were going to be like or what they were going to feel like, for lack of a better word, in their energy. But yeah, that's when it started. It was just something that I guess was always there. Yeah.
Right. Was it visible? I mean, did the kids tease you about it? How did the family take it that you had, that this is not a normal thing for for the average kid, right?
Yeah, I think I was probably always a bit eccentric. I was lucky because I was good at sport at school. That kind of probably stopped some of what would have been there otherwise. And look, I didn't go around telling people
Yeah,
when I was in primary school that
I can
so I
read your
kind of
energy.
kept,
Yeah,
so I sort of kept certain things hidden, and I didn't have that vocabulary back then anyway. So yeah, but yeah,
exactly.
I definitely had the whole thing of feeling like, um, well loved, but like the black sheep, like a lot of us on this path, like the one that doesn't do things the normal way. So I've definitely been through that experience. Yeah,
A little
yeah,
different.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, awesome. And so you knew you could do this, and so I'm
yeah.
assuming that the next thing that comes into your head is, well, how do I use it? What can I do to help people out of it or through it?
Mm,
I'm assuming that. And so
yeah.
what made you think of or pursue the idea of the sound, the vocal sound?
Um, well, before I did the vocal sound, like I had always played piano. My parents had a piano, and I always sung even before I, was ever in a band, which I was later on. Um, but I'd also done things like intuitive arts, like astrology. I'd studied, and I was always reading it like an energy field. So I already had that. But it wasn't till I was studying remedial massage, which has absolutely nothing to do with sound healing. It was a 2-year diploma in remedial massage, and I was trading with a friend who was also doing the course. We had to practice and everything and go through all the techniques. And then I was just mucking around doing some sound for him, and he goes, "Oh, something just shifted in my body when you did that, or I felt different." So I was just doing it almost comically, just like, like, and and then he said, "Oh, I felt something from that," and then it just sort of continued that I kept working with it. And then I think at some point someone said to a friend to a friend of theirs, "Oh, Chris does sound healing," and at that point I had never done a session of sound healing, and I did a combination of massage and sound healing for someone, and then they had a big shift, and then it just sort of evolved from there, and I would bring it more and more into my work. And now I don't really so much do the body work. It's mostly mostly via Zoom and energy work, just doing the sound. So yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can do it over the internet, right? You don't have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, because it's all energy, I mean, maybe there's a slight amount of distortion you get on Zoom. It's not too bad because you can put this original sound on, but it's the energies are there, so the energetics, they still work. I don't see much difference in the effect from in person to on Zoom
Yeah.
in terms of what people get. Yeah.
Well, we are going to have a demonstration in just a couple of minutes, so
Yeah.
everybody stay tuned for that. Um, so the abundance codes process is the energy plus the sound for the
It's the energy
is the
work,
ally.
it's the sound, it's kind of, a bit of neuro-linguistic programming, it's clearing and releasing belief systems, like we said, going back to the age of 6, back to the age of 8, whatever belief systems are sitting in that field. So it's kind of a combination of stuff that I've learned, but it's become my own modality. It's become an intuitive process that merges sound frequency with clearing limiting beliefs from the field. So working directly with the quantum field and helping people realign their energy. Yeah.
Yeah. And um so the voice sounds that you make, you didn't learn these from someone.
No, no, they really just evolved. I've spent, well, I say I didn't learn them, but I have spent years in India and Bali in with different spiritual teachers and energy masters that work with energy, and there's a lot of chanting involved in these. So I was always in that atmosphere even from the age of 19. But it's really something that woke up from within, and it's what I would call, there's a thing that they call nada yoga in India, which is the yoga of sound, and it's what I would call the unstruck sound. So it's like there's this constant background hum that I became aware of about 20 years ago, and so I'm operating from, you could call it well-being, you could call it the inner body that Eckhart Tolle calls, but you could call it joy, you could call it presence. I call it the inner hum. That's just my words, but it is like a background hum that doesn't need, like, if you're playing the piano, you need your hand hitting the piano. It's like two things, boom. But this is like going on automatically. And so it's really just connecting people to that inner aligned hum of their own authentic frequency. It's like, and it's not that I'm making them do it, it's just the sounds coming through, and automatically their own system takes that in and realigns to their natural, frequency.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um, what did I want
Did
to
that answer
ask
your
you?
question?
Yes,
Sorry,
thank you.
I rambled on a bit,
I was
eh?
going to ask you how it actually works, but you kind of explained that. And I mean, I know that sound has tremendous power. It
Yeah,
changes water
yeah,
molecules for one thing,
absolutely. And you,
right?
you you'd know about the work of Dr. Emoto, and the power of prayer and intention, and sound on. I think they call it somatics. They've also, there's an
Mm.
amazing clip I'll send you afterwards, where they they tune they've got a machine and they tune it to different frequencies, and they put it over these particles of sand, and when they put it at certain frequencies, it creates different geometric patterns. So there's also technologies that have worked out the frequency of the organs in the body, and they've worked out the frequency of a healthy body, and if it drops to this frequency, that's when people start getting sick, and if it drops to this, or the flu, and if it drops to this frequency, that's when cancer comes in, and the cancer and things like that actually can't exist when the body is at a certain frequency. Yeah. So
So is there sort of a maintenance program for this, as opposed to just getting into a situation where you need help, keeping the frequency at a certain level so that it doesn't drop to these things, these areas?
I mean, obviously, along with, healthy exercise and diet and yoga and all that, I think that, chanting, there's so much stuff on YouTube that you can get, basic, simple chanting processes, mantra processes. They all have such a powerful Whether it's just Om Namah Shivaya, and that's resonating through the whole body. And there's different mantras for different people in different situations. But that, or going to groups, like there's groups called Kirtan, Kirtan, where they have call and response, and they just have these circular chants that go on, and it has such a profound effect on the breath, the emotions, the body, the blood. There's an example of this Christian group that they're Christian monks, from about 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago. I don't quote me on the date, but they had they used to have chanting, and they never got sick. They would chant for hours a day, and then at some point, because of the way these things work, the chanting got banned. Like, no, we can no longer do the chanting. It's evil. It's wrong. It's blah blah blah. And then the sickness started coming back in, because the chanting was purifying the system, cleaning the system, bringing joy to the cells, bringing energy to the body, so that they very, very rarely got sick. The moment they dropped it, they don't have that support, and then there was opportunity for the vibration went down, the prana went down, and then all sorts of things. Yeah. So,
Right. I look at YouTube a lot, and so I see all these meditations and
yeah.
whatnot scrolling through, and there's a lot of them that talk about the certain frequency as being, some sort of magical frequency like 432 hertz, and the angel frequency is 1111 hertz. Are those things real?
I believe that these are specific frequencies that work on the body and the nervous system in specific ways. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't say I've studied every single magic
right.
number, but I definitely, for example, um, the piano has been tuned to, I think it's 444 hertz, but what they're saying now is that it's more harmonic to tune it to 432 hertz. So if you have a digital piano like I do, that's very easy to do. You just go in and you put 432 hertz. And when I've used it, I can feel there's it's more relaxing when I play. There's something about that specific frequency of tuning it to that many hertz that is powerful. 528 hertz is called the love frequency. I know that
Right.
also has a powerful effect. And different, I mean, a friend of mine had COVID and quite badly, and said that she played, I recommended a YouTube clip, and she said that it cleared the COVID. Now, I'm not there to sort of say if it was that or not, but it was a specific frequency that was there to work with people who had COVID, and she had it quite badly. And she said within days it was cleared. Now, I'm not suggesting people don't take advice of doctors and everything. That's not what I'm
Right.
saying. But
Of
there
course.
is a power in frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It can definitely help getting to sleep and things like that, for sure. What
Absolutely.
what do most people come to you for help with? Is it all over the map? Personal business?
Um, person Personal healing and business success. So it's a combination usually of people that have a passion and want to connect more with their passion or take their business to the next level by clear and the process. We might be clearing stuff around people's relationships, or we move and help them heal some deep trauma. So people want to feel good, they want to feel aligned, they want to feel passionate, and they want to step into their next level of their life, like without the barriers. So it's really a combination of all of those things. But yeah, primarily passionate entrepreneurs who are into healing, who are into business, but also into self care. And they want a holistic life, not just money, but no joy. They want the joy, the money, the freedom, the energy. They want to feel good in their bodies.
Right. Does it, I mean, do you do a series of sessions kind of thing as a program or just one?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, people can always have one session to sort of see if they resonate with my work, and then I also run programs, one-on-one programs for people that can be from 1 month to 3 months, depending on what people are looking for. And I have group programs, like I just finished a program about a week ago, which was a 6-week program, breakthrough process. And so it's a combination of group stuff, one-on-one, and then I have audio activations that I also that people purchase through my website, or which I have to realign their brain waves and help them get into a state where they start receiving more easily. Yeah, so
That's
that's something I've
awesome.
been passionate about creating in the last year. So
Yeah, having leaving room to receive, right, is one that people have a lot of issues with. So
massively.
if we're going to do one for you and I here and the
Yeah,
audience, whoever's
yeah.
listening, will it be sort of a general pick me up, or how will
Well,
you approach it?
feel free to pick a topic if you want something. If you want it to be for a certain thing, you just let me know and I'll do it for that. Otherwise, I
Um,
can just jump in.
yeah, just jump in. I'm ready. Should I close
Okay.
my eyes?
Close your eyes. Yep, close your
Oh,
eyes.
okay.
Yep,
Okay. Tell me
beautiful.
when to
Okay,
open
so
them.
close your eyes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, so if everyone just closes their eyes and take a deep breath in and out. I'm just going to work with some sound here, and I'm going to work with the group energy field. And you don't need to do anything except just receive. And we're going to do a receiving meditation to open up the channels for you to receive more. Deep breath in and out. Any patterns that are sitting in my energy field, and this is for everyone, you don't have to repeat it, just listen to it. Any patterns that are sitting in my energy field that are stopping me from receiving grace, ease, and flow in life, I now ask for these to be dissolved and destroyed. Deep breath in and out. Any heaviness that is stopping me from realizing the gift, the grace, and the miracle of life that might be sitting in my solar plexus chakra, my sacral, or my base chakra, or anywhere in my body, I ask for this to be dissolved now, dissolved into light. Deep breath in and out. We're going to receive some codes through the crown of our head, through the crown chakra, some codes for receiving miracles. They may feel however they do to you. Just allow them to flow through the crown of your head. Sense them. You may visualize them. You may sense them. They're flowing into your body and your energy field now. So just allow that now. I'm going to switch on the channels in your hands and your feet. So allow your feet, the soles of your feet and your hands to just light up now. Those mini chakras in the hands and the feet just light up now and feel that connection with that. And what's coming up now is to just contemplate this. What belief am I holding on to about myself that is no longer serving me? In my health, in my relationships, in my business, in my life in general? What belief am I holding on to that is no longer serving me? You may get an answer, you may write it down. Okay, so just allow it to come to the surface. What belief am I holding on to that no longer serves me? And what would my life be like if I no longer believed this? If I no longer gave this belief my attention? Might be I'm small, I never have any luck, I'm not creative, I don't know what to do. What if you no longer believe that? What would it be like? And take a deep breath in to that possibility that you don't have to believe in that anymore, that there's a new possibility. Deep breath in. We're just going to do a quick rebalance of the kidneys and the adrenals. So just allow this for your kidneys and adrenals, rebalancing, reharmonizing, replenishing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now just put your attention as we slowly complete this meditation, put your attention on your whole body and just feel the sensations, the vibrations in your whole body. Feel the life energy pulsing through your body. Just become aware that you'll have the power to make new choices from this moment on about your meditation practice, about your life, about what you choose to believe, about what action steps, inspired action steps you can take. And I want you to do one thing. I want you to allow yourself to receive an answer to this. What is a gift that I can buy myself or give myself, if it doesn't have to be money-based, this week? Something that I can give myself. It could be buying yourself some flowers, having a massage, going to a spa. It could be going to a movie. It could be sitting in the park for a few hours. Whatever it is, what am I going to gift myself this week? And start this process of self-love, self-honoring. Could gift yourself that I'm going to meditate every day for half an hour. What self-nourishing thing am I going to gift myself? Beautiful. And just to finally complete this practice, imagine the universe is giving you a flower and putting it into your heart chakra. Whatever color you visualize is the right color for you, whatever type of flower it's moving into. And this represents the beauty, the simplicity, and the power of new life, new possibility. And just sense that flower and sense your energy field and sense that this can be a new moment for you in the trajectory of your life. You just need to make a micro shift in your perception and go, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for more energy. I'm ready for more light. I'm ready for more power. I'm ready for more aliveness. And do one more sound as we complete this. Just spending the next 10, 20 seconds just slowly coming back, feeling your feet, feeling your hands, taking a deep breath in, coming back into your body. Even a small amount of energy work can do wonders for your energy field, can shift so much. It's about your intention. And just in your own time coming back. And I just saw, Bev, you being gifted this big box, like a Christmas gift. So I don't know what's in it. It's a gift from the universe. So it's between you and the universe. So that's what I saw. Yeah.
A box. That's great. That's
It was
great.
blue with a beautiful red ribbon, and it was just a symbol of something. It could be an energy, it could be an insight, it could be, it's sort of like it's between you and it's whatever it is for you. So yeah.
Well, that is interesting because I have little boxes that I put on the tree for the universe to deal with for me.
Ah,
So
that's very cool. I like
maybe
it.
I'm getting a box back, which would be
You're getting a
very
box
nice.
back. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
great. Thank you so much for that. I
Pleasure.
found that you said one thing you asked for was, what's the thing that we think that is causing issues? And I had no
Mm,
trouble coming up with that. But then when you said,
mm.
what's the gift you're going to give yourself? I had a little trouble coming up with the gift that I would give myself, which is probably typical, right? But so I'm so glad you said that about the box that not to worry, it's coming, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think like not all, but a lot of my clients are female, and I think the conditioning for women is, women have beautiful big hearts, is to give, give, give. But and I had one client who actually had pretty severe cancer, and she completely freaked out with the idea of giving herself a gift because she goes, I do everything only, I'm everywhere for everyone else. And it was like, okay, cool. And that's awesome. That's beautiful. I'm not trying to stop that. But like, what are you actually how are you filling your own cup, So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not so easy sometimes to
yeah,
to do that. Is do you feel that obviously this is your calling
mm,
in life?
yeah.
Do you think that you worked this out pre-birth? Do you have that belief that we work these things out pre-birth?
I think so. I think that there's like room to sort of shuffle and sort of change a little bit, but I think there's a trajectory that we come in with, like a sort of, you know, like we're kind of walking down this particular hallway, and maybe we go into this door, not that, or we can shoot. But I think there's an energy, and I think I always came in to bring through, like a lot of us, like bring through new paradigms and new ways of working with energy and teaching people that they don't have to work out from struggle and pain and lack consciousness. So I think that that was always there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's an easy way and a hard way to
Yeah.
do these
Yeah.
things. You will get there eventually,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
so Chris, it's been fabulous. Thank you so much. Is there
Yeah.
any message you'd like to leave the audience with today?
The message is just know that you are loved, that the universe loves you, that whether you call it your guides or nature or the universe or God or whatever, just wants to shower us with love and tell us everything is okay. Now, I'm not saying they want to say it in words, but the vibration is all is well, all is well, all is well. Also, if people want to download one of my sound activations, there's a free one on my website. They can jump on, I can put it in the chat as well, www.christopherblackwell.com.au. And the first thing on the site will be a sound activation that they can play either in the morning or they can play before sleep. And it's a miracles activation. So playing that regularly just harmonizes the field, so they can jump on that if they want. Yeah.
I have it. I have your activation. It's very
Oh,
nice,
there
very
you go.
lovely. So, but I'm glad you said to use it in the morning and evening. I will do that.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. It's really,
Great.
really powerful
S-
just having that consistency. Yeah.
So, Chris Blackwell, Christopher or chrisblackwell.com?
Yeah, Chris,
Okay.
www.christopherblackwell.com.au. I can put it in the chat
Oh,
if
right.
you like. Yeah,
Yeah, I
www.
have it. I'll put it in the
Yeah,
show notes, so we'll be okay
yeah,
there.
perfect.
And yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for being here. This has been totally awesome.
thanks. It's been a
I
pleasure. Thanks, Bev.
really
I love.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
And
great, great, great,
thank you
great
for the
podcasting.
thank you for the activation. That was great. I as I did the last time, I feel totally calm right now.
Awesome.
So thanks for that again. Good job.
Yeah, it seems to have a very directive thing with the nervous system. Just,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you
Awesome.
again, and we will talk again soon, okay?
Thanks, Bev. Awesome. You have a great, I was going to say day, but it's evening, isn't it? Yeah.
Evening, more or less. Yeah.
Evening.
You have a
Yeah.
great day.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, Bev. Cheers. See ya.
Cheers.
See ya.